Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick Theriot, and today I have an exciting new video for you guys. Today will be a case study video of how we did $153,000 in July with Facebook ads. This is for one of our particular clients right here. Crushed a big month for him, and I really want to kind of dive into everything that's made this client successful in July with Facebook ads. So before we get started, make sure you hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That being said, let's dive into it, guys. Okay, so $153,000 in July. We spent around $66,000 on ads. We also spent a little bit on, Pinterest, TikTok, Google, but very small amounts that really didn't move the needle much relative to what we did to Facebook ads. We also did a little bit of SMS and email. But for this specific video, I really want to focus on the Facebook ad side. I will be making a video shortly soon on like the email side, what we did with SMS as well as Pinterest and Google, because those were all some really cool factors as well. But at least 50%, at least 60 to 75% of this $153,000 was purely from Facebook ads. So let's dive into it here. Like I said, Shopify Dashboard, month to date. Fun fact, this is for July, but it's actually July 31st when I'm filming this video. So it's very possible that this 153,000 could actually be like 156, 158 by the time the day actually ends. So, but that's the Shopify Dashboard, the 1,900 orders, 153,000. You can see how we kind of scaled up throughout the month. AOV is about $80. We did run a special offer of like 20 to 30% off for this month, and we didn't run it until like July 19th, July 20th. And the reason why is because throughout the whole month our AOV was around $100. You can see right here, and when we ran the offer, it dropped down to $80 because we're discounting each order. And we actually saw a dip in ROAS when we ran the offer because people simply did not need the offer to make the purchase, which is really cool. It's really cool when you can just sell the product without having putting offers, but we wanted to give it a try and actually hurt us a little bit, but it also created some really good urgency and scarcity and stuff like that. And we were able to put in a lot of new customers into the brand. So, but yeah, that's just kind of recap how like the whole from the high level strategic standpoint of how that looks. Now, if we dive into the Facebook ads manager, you can see right here, spent $66,000 for the month time date, July 1st to July 31st. And I did a lot of new things with this particular account because of iOS 14.5. I've been really cracking down of how we're managing ads and stuff like that because we have had to jump through some new hoops with iOS 14.5. So I really tested those things out with this new, with some new stuff. And I'm really excited to share those things with you guys on today's video. So first things first is we start off our creative testing. That's something that we do on a daily basis is creative testing, ad testing. We're either testing new creatives, we're testing new audiences, we're testing new headlines, or we're testing new copies. Primarily, we're testing 3 to 4 new headlines and copies throughout the month once we find our winning variables. And then for creative, we're testing 3 to 6 new variations every week, just because it's something that drives a lot of performance. And audiences, we're testing 3 to 4 new audiences per week. So we jumped into our creative testing. Now, our creative testing, what we did is we identified the best performing ad copy, best performing headline, best performing audience, and we put those into an ad set. So batch 31, USA, female, 21 to 55, romance is the particular interest we're targeting. This is our best performing audience. Then I'm not going to go into at the ad level, but on the ad level, we put our best headline, our best copy together. And then all we did is we took new creatives and put new creatives in there. So each batch right here, batch 22, 23, 26, 28, 27, 29, 30, 31, all of these are exact same copy, headline, almost the same audience. I kind of just jumped in between a few different audiences and stuff like that. But with that being said, the only thing different between these, besides the audience for a few, is the creative. Now, I tested new creatives. I basically looked at account, what was the best performing angle for the creative? And then what I did is we invested more resources into creating more higher quality content around that particular angle. So we have a very specific angle for this account that works super well for us. So we invested more resources into that angle, higher quality photos, more content creators to work with, to create more variation with our creative. If you watch my video, $2.1 million creative strategy, then you'll understand how I go about that right there. So we went through, we dived in, we found our winning creatives, some new winning creatives to refresh the account. 99% of the time I jump on an account call, consulting call with them. Yes, there's some stuff they can do inside the ad account with like account structure and stuff, but 90% of the time, all they need is a creative refresh. And we knew if we wanted a huge month, we needed to do that. And that's why we did a lot of creative testing. Now, what we did is once we found the winning creatives that we could utilize at scale, we did the 133 approach. This is something new that I'm kind of coining right here. So, excuse me for any of the, the naming, if it doesn't sound really badass or anything like that. Maybe drop a comment below of which you think this should be named, but it's something that's working really, really well for me right now. And I'll explain kind of why. There's a lot of different reasons why I use this particular strategy, but it's called the 133 approach. So what you do is once you find a strong winning audience and ad combination, so, in this creative testing right here, romance 21 to 55, strong. Target ROAS we're going after is a 2 to 2.5. We're getting a 6x right here. Very strong. You can see some of these didn't work well. That's okay. That's why we do testing. We're okay if there's a loss. But we need to understand why there was a loss, and we need to execute on that to help with, finding new winning creatives. Now, the winning creative, that's great as well. That's okay, because that's why we do testing. We're trying to quickly identify the losers. We're trying to quickly identify the winners and the winning variables. So we have a very strong winning creative right here. We have an audience to go with that creative, or audience to go with that ad. We have a winning ad. This is great. This is ready for scaling. Now, what we do is we basically go ahead, we create a CBO campaign budget optimization. We've set the budget at 5x or 10x your target CPA. So if your target CPA is $25, which is for this account, I'm setting the budget at either $125 or $250. This is going to differentiate between account to account because one, it depends on how much you're spending, stuff like that. But we want to set a bigger budget. We do creative testing at 1x our target CPA. So, and we like to run it for 72 hours before we turn it off. Now, target CPA right here, this creative testing right here, this, you can do the same thing for headlines, copy, creative, or audiences. We want to run it for 72 hours at least at 1 or 2 extra target CPA, depending on how much budget you have to spend. So just to get that out the way. So when we going into these scaling campaigns, we know we spend at least 3x our target CPA. So, for us, 3x our target CPA. Our target CPA is typically $30, but when we ran this sale, we had our AOV dropped, so we want it to be at least $25. Something you also got to understand, when you run a sale, your target CPA is gonna be a lot different because you're making less profit on each order. So with our target CPA, we wanted to move it down to $25. So we know we spent at least $75 over the course of 3 days. So we want to make sure we're spending a good bit over the course of a period of time as well. Not just trying to spend $75 in one day when the algorithm was bad that day. We want 3 full days to determine whether something loses or winners. And sometimes I'll even go 7 days, but really, if you can get 3 full days at 1 to 2 extra target CPA, you're going to be in good standing. Now, what we do is we create that CBO campaign, 5 to 10 extra target CPA. We're going to duplicate one ad set times 3. Then we're going to duplicate the ad in each ad set times 3. So you're taking your best performing audience. For us, those romance, women, 21 to 55 USA. I'm duplicating that ad set 3 times in that campaign. So we have 3 the same exact ad sets. Then I'm taking that winning ad, just that winning ad, and I'm taking it and putting it in each ad set and then duplicating it times 3. So there's 3 ads in each ad set, all the same. 3 ad sets in that one campaign, all the same. And then one campaign at 5 to 10 extra target CPA, CBO. So this is what it looks like. Here's our campaign. I put this little rocket right here because it signals it's scaling. Agency initials, top of funnel. The audience, it's an LLA, 7%. Video views, 75% of one of our best performing ads. That's my ad ID. I do a unique ad ID for every single ad I create an ad account. Website conversion, CBO. Go further. Inside that, the same audience duplicated 3 times. That's it. And you can even see how it looks. We're getting a $25 CPA on one, $49 CPA on one, $28 CPA on another. And then This is how the ads look in each one of these 3 ad sets. So if I open up any 3 of these, one of these ad sets right here, all of them look exactly the same like this. OBI 67, OBI 67, it's exact same ads. And again, you can see right here, 253 spent, 1.64 ROAS, 343 spent, 3x ROAS. So there's pros to this and there's the cons to this. Pros saves a lot of time determining what ads are responsible for the performance in the account. So I can just simply look at what's the best performing campaigns. And if I see that campaign right there is a unboxing video, and that's the strongest campaign, then I know right now the unboxing video is what's carrying the account, and vice versa with what's not working. It saves a lot of time because I use Wicked Reports, and I'm gonna show you in a second of how I do this with Wicked Reports in the ads manager, but it saves me a lot of time inside of Wicked Reports because now instead of trying to go from campaign to ad set level and like ad level to determine what's working, I can just look at the campaign level. Hey, that creative right there, because I know all it is one ad per campaign. So I know that particular ad right there is doing really well. Let's just bump up the budget or decrease the budget, whatever you gotta do. This is also the best possible placement for ad sets plus ads in the algorithm. So I'm a huge believer that when you create one ad in one ad set, that if you like Facebook, kind of your ad hits a certain portion of that audience inside that you're targeting. So when you duplicate it a few times, it gives it the best possible placement because it's hitting different portions of that audience that ad set is targeting. So I'm a huge believer in that if you duplicate it a few times, it's going to give it, all of them are going to have different results because they're going to hit different portions of the algorithm. There used to be a strategy where you do like 100 ad sets all at $3 a day, and it's all the same audience, and it'll hit different portions of that demographic because it's hitting so many different touch points. So same thing with the ad level, exact same concept. And then you're also gonna have more campaigns versus one single campaign. So this is more of a horizontal scaling approach versus a vertical scaling approach, where instead of just creating like one campaign, one ad set, one ad with a big budget, you're creating a variety of different creatives and ads and stuff that are going to control the performance on a day-to-day basis. And I can also adjust budget at campaign level. I don't have to keep diving into campaigns and determining what's working, what's not. I can just look at the campaign level, decrease or increase. Now there are some cons to this particular strategy. You will need a little bit more money to spend. Like this is quickly getting you up to a few $100s a day in spend. And then there also will be some level of audience overlap. So when you start spending bigger amounts, like we're spending $2,000-$3,000 a day on this account, we're gonna need to start, when we want to spend $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a day, then we're gonna need to make sure we have some very broad open audiences, or we have a lot of auction overlap in the account. Now, management. How did the management of this account look? There's 3 key variables you need to understand. So we like to look at the last 7 days of data. We're making all of our decisions based off a last 7 days of data. For those people who are watching these videos that are looking at yesterday's ads and turning it off or on based off yesterday's results, look, that's not how you manage an ad account. You need to look at a 7-day average or a 30-day average. I recommend 7 days. It gives us the best look at an ad account and best control of budget. You cannot look at a yesterday or a 48-hour review. There's way too much ups, swing highs, swing lows. So looking at a 7-day average is your absolute best shot of giving the most accurate data based on to whether to scale or cut down or even just cut off an ad set completely. So we look at the last 7 days, go in the ads manager, view last 7 days. If the campaign is below target ROAS, scale budget down by 20%. You look at the last 7 days, your campaign is showing a 2x ROAS and your target ROAS is 2.5, scale it down by 20%. Be robotic with this. If it's 1.99, cut it down. Or if it's 2.49, cut it down. If it's 2.51, scale it up. Be like to the T right there. If it's down, scale. If it's up, scale up as well. So if the campaign is above target ROAS, scale budget up by 20%. So if your target ROAS is a 2.5 and you're getting a 2.5 or 2.51 or 2.52 or a 3x, scale budget up by 20%. And you can do this one time per day. Every morning, open up your accounts, look at it, quickly make your adjustments, and that's it. Don't touch that account the rest of the day. Now, if the campaign is below break-even ROAS, so if your break-even ROAS is a 2x, your target ROAS is a 2.5, your break-even ROAS is a 2x, and campaign is doing a 1.7, then, only then, make sure it has ran for at least 72 full hours. Do not cut off a campaign based off 1 day of performance. Make sure it runs for a full 72 hours. You've tested this creative at a creative testing level. You know it works. So then you duplicate it into these higher level campaigns. So you know it works. It just needs, Facebook needs a little time. So make sure it has run for a full 72 hours, and then only then you can turn off the campaign. If it's not hitting your ROAS, break-even ROAS at least, it's ran longer, then turn off that campaign. Now, we use Wicked Reports to track everything. I do not trust the ads manager anymore. I do not make any decisions based off the ads manager. I'm using Wicked Reports. Wicked Reports typically runs about $600 USD per month per account you're using, so it can be a little costly. Cost can cost a little bit. So make sure you either get ClickUp or ClickMagic, which is another good alternative for a cheaper rate for some of those that does the same thing. I prefer Wicked Reports. I have my own reasons why. That's a whole nother video. So here I can see the campaigns, and then I can see what's the attributed ROI. 100% is a 2x, and then some of these like 150% is like a 2.5, so or 3x. So, you gotta just kind of understand how the attributed ROI works. Then what I do is every day I compare Wicked Reports to Ads Manager. I literally look at it split screen just like this on my screen, and then I'm looking at those CBO campaigns. I'm either going up or down, and then I'm going to jump my creative testing campaign. Okay, what's working? Cool. Let's push it up to a CBO campaign. That's it. That is it. Keeping it simple. All my other time, I'm spending planning creatives. I'm planning new copy. I'm planning new offers and stuff we can do for the account, talking to my creative team, see what they can implement on. I'm talking to my copywriter, how she can implement this better. And then I'm talking to, my media buyers and stuff like that to, make sure they're following this rigid strategy. That's how it looks. That's literally exactly what I did for us to get up here. Now, none of this would have been possible without the proper creative put in place. So with that being said, make sure you're spending 80% of your time on the creative strategy for your account, which is literally sitting down at your desk, opening up your notebook, doing research online, research on your audience demographic, your audience research, your customer avatar, all that stuff, what they want, what they need, etc. Planning out different creative angles, talking to your videographer, your photographer, your creative team to go execute on those, receiving those back, and then testing them in the ads manager. And then repeat that the next day over and over and over. And that's how you will build up an account just like this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That was a little bit more serious of a video and stuff like that, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you are an e-commerce business owner, if you run ads with Facebook ads, Shopify and stuff like that, and are currently doing at least 25K a month, and you are looking for an agency to, work with you, to consult with you and put together a game plan for you of how you can hit your next 6-month goal, then click link below, book a call with me and my team. We'll hop on a call, we'll look at your account, we'll figure out where you're going and stuff, what you need to do to get there, and we'll put a plan together for you that you can either take and run with, or you'll have the option to work with us. Now, if you are not doing 25K a month, look, stay. I have something for you. Click the link below and sign up for the VIP list for Elegant Ecom. Elegant Ecom will be a course that I will be releasing of how exactly to launch and scale ads. We'll be showing you the exact strategies and stuff we use inside the agency. And click the link below, sign up for the VIP list. The course will be $500 USD for the first 50 people who purchase it. And then from 51 on, it's going to be at $1,000 price point. So make sure you are on the VIP list if you want the option to purchase it at $500, because the VIP list will get first dibs, and the first 50 people on that list to purchase it will get $500. And like I said, for people above, we'll get at $1,000, the retail price and stuff like that. So guys, thank y'all so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank y'all so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you guys soon. Hope this video helps you guys as well. And my name is Nick Theriot. Talk to you guys later. Peace.